Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Rambling Teatime. This is your hosts, Chris and Kim.
Hello.
Kim, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am having a pretty okay day. It's a bit hot, but other than that, it's been mildly enjoyable. Good day overall. And it's even better because of this thing that I'm drinking right now.
What are you drinking?
Oregon chai. Their powdered chai drink.
It's a latte, isn't
Latte, right? Latte, whatever. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet. It's good. It's wonderful. It's really good. I really like this. It's maybe a little too sweet, but for me, this is perfect. I can see myself drinking
I did
this.
not think it was too sweet.
No, it's not too sweet, but it's sweet enough.
Yeah.
In the packet. The packet really does have everything in there. And I can taste the chai flavor, I can taste the vanilla. It's good.
You
It's
know,
good
I
stuff.
like a chai where I can taste the clove. And not
The clove.
so strong, because when clove is strong, it's really like
overbearing.
turn
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
But this does it well,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yes, it does.
It has in, the cinnamon and the clove, and I think it has in cardamom as well. Well, I could be wrong. But I think the blends of those is just right. It's a good chai.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It says you could drink it cold and whatnot. I'm gonna try it cold later too.
I don't know.
I like it. I really like this. I think I'm going to buy it more often for myself. It's very good. It's very good. What are you drinking today?
I'm just having a plain black tea, with milk.
What black tea is it? Is it red rose?
No. Okay.
What a pity.
What? Anyhow, it's a black tea with milk, I don't think you can really go wrong there. It's like the most basic. Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, that's good.
I was talking to our mother this week.
Okay. You said that very seriously.
No, it's not serious or anything. Well, this conversation wasn't serious. I mean, we have serious conversations about life and stuff. But this one, we were talking about chicken, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about, chicken, the food that people eat,
Yes,
the meat.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. So I was telling her that I think I found the way how to properly cook chicken, or to make it taste not like chicken. That sounds weird, but chicken has this like gamey chicken taste that I have not liked for a very long time.
Ah, all right. I remember.
And I have been trying to find a way to make the chicken and prepare it in a way that I would like. And I found it, I think.
Okay. Explain.
It's salt. The answer is salt.
Salt.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Salt kinda is the cornerstone of cooking, period.
You're right. Salt. And it sounds weird. I don't know what it sounds like, but you shouldn't. This is what I discovered. It's not just salt. After you put on the salt on the chicken, you shouldn't wash it off.
I mean, unless you put too much salt on it.
Right. But you shouldn't wash it off.
Okay. In what stage of preparation are you talking about where you put in the salt on the chicken?
Okay, so this is from the get-go.
Okay, so when you take it off, it's defrosted, it's in a bowl or whatever.
Yes, this is what I do. I stab the chicken, not with a knife, with a fork.
Yes.
And then I rub in salt and any kind of other spices that I want to add.
Or seasonings.
Well, spices mostly, because the salt will, extract those flavors from the spices.
Okay.
Because salt does that. Can you believe it? Salt is just great.
This feels so weird. Of like you just you just discovered salt the other day,
I didn't discover salt the other day.
but you discovered the best way to
In
use
terms
salt.
of preparing it, yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
I think I have. I would always see on those food channels, the programs where the people would, like, if they're grilling something, they'll salt and pepper one side and then they'll turn it over.
And then
And
maybe
then, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I always thought that was so,
not enough.
yeah, not enough to bring out the flavors. And you know what? It's not. Whatever they're having, it's not as good as what I'm having. That's what I'm going to tell you. Because I added some more salt, not just,
More
this is not
salt.
sprinkles of salt. And they say that the meat is supposed to have flavors by itself, but chicken is not like that. Chicken is
Chicken
horrible.
is
It's like
chicken.
turkey. It's
No.
not worse than turkey. Turkey is bad, but chicken is there with the not having a good flavor naturally.
I'd say turkey definitely the flavor of turkey by itself for me isn't I'm
I
not the
don't
biggest
like it
fan.
either. I
It
don't like it either.
and it to me it definitely needs more work to
Yeah.
cook, but I guess poultry on a whole, birds, whatever, they definitely I can't agree with you. Just you can't just lightly season them.
Right, right.
They need to be
They need some help. They
yes.
need the
They need some
like I
help.
was saying earlier, right? After I put on the sauce and all the spices or some seasoning or whatever it is, I'll let it, what is the key word you were just gonna say?
Marinate.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think it's not just the salt, but that right there is the key to the chicken. It's the salt and the marinating for a period of time. It doesn't have to be like 10 days or anything, but it has to be a good amount of time for the chicken or whatever it is to suck up those flavors.
Okay.
This is not no bland like salt and pepper nonsense. Okay? This is the real deal. Anyhow, so that's what I was telling her, and she was saying, yeah, that's how I do my chicken. And I was like, what? Really? And I was like, after all this time, it's been like years, and I'm like, okay, so this is the answer.
This is the answer.
I was kind of like happy that I discovered a way to cook the chicken for
feel like
myself,
I've
but I
known the
feel
answer
exactly.
for a
I
very long
feel
time.
like I should have known,
Yes.
and I'm a little frustrated
Hmm.
that it took this long because I've been having these chicken struggles.
Yes, you have.
It sounds weird, but it's so true.
You hate chicken from literally any other person than yourself cooking it.
Well,
And I know you just don't like the taste of chicken. It
this
just
let me tell you,
it just
there's
has
a way that I
taste.
found as well, and this was before the only way that I would accept the chicken is it'd have to not taste like chicken first of all. But do you know it's bourbon chicken?
Ah, yes.
I would
Chicken and
really
alcohol.
I really enjoy bourbon chicken if it's done really well. Sometimes it doesn't taste like chicken.
Because of the
Or should I
alcohol.
say it tastes like better chicken?
The alcohol and the barbecue sauce.
I don't know what it is, but I should learn to make bourbon chicken as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And so things like
You
that.
just so you prefer a chicken that is much richly flavored that doesn't, I guess, overpower the taste of chicken, but puts it to the back burner versus a lightly done chicken where the chicken is at the forefront of the flavor, of the
Okay,
taste now.
so
Because you don't like the gaminess of the whole chicken taste and just overall that type
if
of taste.
anybody's ever had chicken where, let's say you took plain chicken,
Yes.
a chicken breast or leg or whatever it is, wing, whatever, and you just boil it. right? Imagine this. You just boiled it. You did not.
Just in water?
Yeah. Just boil. And then you take it out and then you eat it after that.
All chicken tastes like that to you?
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's why I hated it.
That sounds terrible.
It is, I think.
But I know what you mean. It's my issue that I have with some like barbecue chicken and whatnot, in that the flavor is just like on the top layer. It's just on the outside.
Yes. And then the inside still tastes like chicken.
It just tastes like baked chicken.
And
There's
we're
no
not
flavor.
saying that that's a bad thing, but it just tastes
The flavor is
bad.
it just tastes like a very thin layer of flavor on the chicken.
Right.
And the rest of it is just
like bland badness.
Yes, very bland, very
I need my chicken to taste like the things that I injected with, you know?
That's why I prefer
rosemary or cumin or curry or something.
That's why I prefer
to enhance.
Yes. I prefer when I'm doing I think I prefer to do the stews than baking stuff, or do a stew and then bake the stew. Because I prefer to chop up my chicken and not all fine or anything, but chop it so that it's much easily to just marinate in sauce, or like get the flavors.
That's why I stab mine.
Exactly. To the pieces of the meat. It's also why I hate when people just bake their turkey and the inside is just bland as hell.
Exactly. That's why, I think lots of people will as well. You'll put something, if you're doing a whole bird or whatever it is, a pig. I mean, pigs don't need any help. But if you're doing a whole turkey or a whole chicken, we'll usually put something inside so that the chicken will be infused from the inside as it bakes. That's why whatever you have on the outside also goes in.
That's why you have the big I can't remember the needles with the seasoning needles, and you just stick the seasoning directly into the meat. I need to get myself one of those. Those are very useful.
In any case, the answer was found, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy about it. And in terms of other meats, like I was just saying,
you said pigs don't need any help.
Pigs don't need any help. Listen to me. No, for real. Pork is it has its natural saltiness already.
True,
do you know that?
True.
You don't need to do anything with it unless you don't like that flavoring.
Yeah.
But I personally love it just like that. It's so nice. You don't need to season it at all, again, unless you want to.
Yes.
But turkey and chicken don't have that natural saltiness already in there. Oh, it's such a shame. That's why actually pork is my favorite
meat.
Yeah.
Remember pigtails? Barbecue pigtails. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Wow.
I know, right? Barbecue pigtails.
That's my go-to.
They're so ridiculously salty.
They're not.
Yes, they are. They just make my mouth feel if it's falling in on itself.
Okay, you're freaking out.
No, they are. They're really salty.
Well, I love them. I don't think they're super salty because I think that
it's just when people make
the barbecue, you have to get it from the right person. The barbecue, if it's added correctly and done nicely, and they smoke it, so
I can smell it right now in my head.
Yes. If it's done well, it's not going to be super salty. It'll be obviously the natural salt from the pig, but that barbecue-ness will also even out because it's sweet. So nice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Pigs on a whole just are delicious. Pork is just good.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I do struggle with cooking well, I guess, is fish.
So I don't like to deal with fish that have bones or scales.
Well, yeah.
Or whatever.
I don't
If the
mind
fish is
descaling.
taken care of already,
Yeah,
then,
it's fine.
we can manage, I think. But yeah, I don't like, descaling.
That's
I
probably the only most annoying part, descaling thing. But I do love a good fish soup.
I wonder if there's a
Mm.
machine for descaling.
Mean like by hand or like a machine you just put through? I don't think so.
Maybe you can put the fish in through, like, at
I
the
don't think there's.
airport where you pass your bags on the table through the thing.
And it just descales it for
Yeah, yeah,
you.
yeah. It has all kind of like blades in there, and you
Kim Lisa
just
over
send it
here living in
through.
2050 with her tech. This is
I'm going to look
descaling.
and see if they have something for real though.
I don't think there is. Descaling is something you have to do by hand, period. Like,
They should have a machine that does the whole process, the scaling, the boning, and everything.
I think the worst part of dealing with fish is just that, like, okay, if you just buy fish from the supermarket, it's not an issue
Right,
because
because
it's
usually it's
just
already
already cut up.
done.
But if you like how we used to buy stuff directly from the fish market
Yeah.
and gotta deal with it that way and just like put off all these scales and just clean it and stuff. That's the hard part because
Yeah.
fish is a very smelly thing to deal with. And when you have to deal with fish like that, it kind of takes the energy of wanting to do anything with it, even if the result is good. Because something that I really miss and I want to do and probably should buy some is flying fish, but it's hard to get here, I think.
Yeah, I don't
So
think you'll be
yeah,
able to get it. So even saying that you will try to is, I mean,
frustrating.
it's a dream, but it's an
Uh,
unattainable
I
one.
I have not had a flying fish cutter in so long, and it's
I
just
mean, you could import the flying fish,
probably,
but you
but it
have to
still
have a
be,
lot of money for it to be so
and you want it
fresh.
to be
If you
fresh.
want to receive it like in 2 days
I have to
fresh,
look and see
then you'll
because
probably have to pay a lump sum.
I don't think it might be worth it for that.
I don't think so either.
I just want some flying fish. I haven't had it in so long, and it's been one of those things that I've been thinking about. That and like rotis, but rotis I could easily go somewhere and get a roti here.
The thing, okay, so I love rotis as well.
I love fucking rotis.
I do. Go chicken,
Beef,
beef,
lamb.
lamb
I know, right?
roti.
Lamb roti
Yes.
used to pull so much.
Yes. Oh, yes. All yes is all I can say.
We gotta go to that place that's close by and get some rotis one is there. And we really need a good old goat curry roti.
The thing about the rotis at that place that we won't mention name is that there aren't the kind of rotis that you can hold in your hand.
They are
You have to
definitely
either,
need a fork and a knife and everything.
well,
They aren't to
okay,
go.
they do give you the option to make it yourself. But I'm not a professional roti maker. Yeah, I make rotis, but like the ones that we know that are intact.
Yeah, I really miss rotis. That's one of
Yeah.
those things that I need to I need
This
it.
is what we should do. We should perfect our roti making craft.
I know that I can
And
do everything.
the skin is very important.
I know I could do that too.
Anybody can make curry, all right?
Yes.
But the skin,
Roti skin is a skill.
yeah.
It's definitely a skill. I could do naan and flatbread, and that's pretty close enough to getting a roti skin. But roti skin is you need much more
Bigger,
bigger and maybe a little bit thinner, so that it
yeah.
can wrap around many times. But yeah, I could do it. I could probably really do it if I really get enough. I just need to spread it thin and far enough because I can do it. Yeah. So you
We
could try
should
it
we should work together.
to do that. But what you want to curry? What meat do you want to put?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah,
I want lamb.
yeah, I would agree with curry lamb as well.
But
I
lamb is
remember,
really,
I remember there was a period.
takai.
Takai? What does that
Mm,
mean?
expensive.
Ah, that's true.
Of all of those things that we mentioned, I'm pretty sure lamb is the most expensive meat
Not
of those
beef?
things.
Or maybe
No.
pork?
No, no, no. You can get some beef. It's all right. But lamb is going to be more for less.
Ah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's true. I remember though, there was a period in our teens where we always were like eating lamb for a while.
Yeah.
It
What was
was,
that about?
I
Those were
don't know.
the days.
Those were the days. It was always like, and it was really freaking good lamb too.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I enjoyed that. It's just, I don't know. Lamb is delicious. There needs to be more sheep up in this place, more mutton.
You know, I think I'm going to have a farm
Just so you could have,
with sheep.
so you could just have your animals right there to slaughter and prepare your dishes with.
Isn't that best? Really?
I suppose. I
I mean,
prefer not having to deal with preparing and just grabbing and just dealing with it when I get home.
yes, but then when the apocalypse comes, you're
You
going to need to know how to, you know.
I'm good. When the apocalypse happens, I hopefully would get taken out in the first wave, so I don't need to bother about it. It's
Okay, so you're saying hopefully. Anyone who's saying hopefully isn't going to get taken up in the first wave. Okay? Hopefully get left.
left behind.
Yeah. So, grab a cow, or maybe a cow is too big. Grab a pig
Mm.
while everything is getting all
Grab
messed
two,
up
a male and a female.
because gonna need that meat. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, rotis,
You know what they should
curry.
do? They should.
Mm.
I just thought about something. An apocalypse show where the farmers are the ones who are like,
The heroes.
yeah, are they're like selfish and block off their whole property and they have like walls and everything and they just keep everything like that
It
and they
makes
like try to,
sense.
try to make a profit but from whatever they can because they have the goods.
I mean, it depends on the type of farm you have, like, and depending on what type of apocalypse you're talking about. If there's like a
I guess
disease,
so.
then it's kind of shit out of luck.
That's right. Hmm. Anyhow, just now I was thinking when you said earlier that we had been having a lot of lamb in our teenage years. Do you remember we had rabbit as well?
Yes, rabbit. Rabbit taste is fine to me, but I don't know. It's missing something.
Is it?
Yeah, it isn't. It isn't as tasty as it. Well, I remember the couple times that we had rabbit. It tasted fine, tasted good, but there was like something missing from it. I guess, but I guess that's immediately comparing it to other things that I have. But it didn't have any defining taste that made me go, rabbit is delicious. It was like, rabbit is edible. you know?
Hmm.
You know,
I actually thought that there was an added something though.
I don't know. I don't it's been a while since I've had rabbit and I don't
Yeah, I
really
don't super remember, but I didn't
I
I
didn't
didn't
hate it and
dislike
I
it.
liked it. I liked it, but it wasn't it's not something that I remember being like, yes, this is pretty good. It was more something like, this is not bad, but I'll just keep eating every other meat under the sun,
Yeah.
you know? It isn't, I won't want to say bland or anything, but at least I know that rabbits taste okay. So that if I'm ever in a situation, they say
Yeah.
squirrels taste really good too because of all the nuts they eat, so it has a nice nutty flavor. I've never had squirrel before.
Acorns.
Yeah, all the acorns, sorry. The nuts still. But yeah,
I've never had squirrel either.
no.
They say that horses taste good
Horse meat?
and
Never.
snakes and camels,
I don't.
alligators as well.
I've never had any of those.
Neither have I. But
I
when I
know.
heard that
I
there
had a
was a
friend who had
camel option, I was
snake.
thinking, really?
Yeah,
That's
camel meat.
interesting.
Yeah. I know camel milk is apparently tastes good too. It's supposedly sweet or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Goat milk is okay. I
Yeah.
don't really think it's that amazing as all people say, but it's okay. Goat meat is good. But not
Yes.
popular, but it's good.
It's not popular?
I don't think it's really that popular, goat meat.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love goats. I do love goat as well. It's
This is good.
great. I
This is
like
good.
it.
This is good. Very it's different from beef. It tastes a bit uh is it thicker? Should I say is it thicker? Is it thick?
I think thick is a good word.
Yeah. The meat is a bit chewier. I
Yeah, I
don't
think that's
yeah,
good
yeah.
to
It's a
describe
bit
it.
chewier if I remember correctly. The consistency is way chewier, but it's still very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Especially curried in rotis. Their
Yes.
bones are very sharp now.
Bones.
Yes, the
You
bones.
know, you remember that time where I had like this long, like I caught like a 3-inch bone in my throat?
Yeah, you almost died.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was for a time after that I couldn't swallow.
Yeah. Well,
I
you're
couldn't, I mean I could swallow, but it was always a
irritated because it was
difficult
cut up.
task. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 not because of that. Because it felt weird. Because
Uh,
the bone was stuck in there for a long time. Remember I was in the bathroom, we were trying to get it out for such a long
yes.
period of time. I really thought that I was gonna die. With a fish bone in my throat. Anyhow, so after that, especially when it came to like taking pills,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
it would feel like something was caught in my throat. Oh, it was so uncomfortable for years actually.
I remember. I know.
Ah, goodness.
And that's kind of why you're like you don't like dealing with bones or anything like that because
Yeah.
you don't want to risk the
I don't want to
situation.
dead. You know? That
Yeah.
was, yeah,
There.
traumatic.
That's kind of why I don't. I like salmon in that the bones are brittle enough in salmon. I find
Are
that
they?
yes,
Are
yes.
you talking about the right thing?
I
Salmon?
think I'm talking about the right thing, or maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, there's brittle bone fish. I can't remember the particular names. It might not be salmon, and I might
I
be
think,
wrong. But I know there's like brittle bone fish where that the bones kind of crumble and it's not too
yeah,
bad.
like mackerel or
Okay, it might be mackerel or
sardines.
sardine. Yeah, that might be those. And those are fine. I'm not really a big fan of sardines. Never been. Probably because of the smell and the taste ish. I don't mind when they're done up in like stews and stuff good enough. But I know some people used to like to eat raw sardines and stuff like that.
Used to.
And
I still eat raw sardines.
yeah, hard pass on that. Not a fan. Not a
Really?
fan. The same way how sardines bring up the same disgust in me that okras do. Okay? In that I can see eating them raw or lightly cooked, but they do not taste good to me at all unless they're like super cooked in food or something. Especially sardine. It's just I, I just don't like it.
You don't want to be able to taste that it's sardine.
I don't mind the taste, but I just it's not a I'm not a fan of it. Then okay, it is. If I had a tier list, it would be at D. Okay, D with okra. It's like I can eat that, and that is fine in food depending on who cooks it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something that I'm going to like gravitate or think about. It's just one of those foods that's just so no thanks. I'm good. You can have the whole
Um,
tin. I don't. Like sardine cut up in like different stews with like tomato sauce and like some vegetables or whatever spread on top of rice. Fantastic. But it's still sardines. And
mm.
I'm still not the biggest fan of them.
You know what I thought just now? I think sardine would taste good in quiche. What do you think?
You just heard me talk about how I hate sardine and you're not talking about how it would taste good in quiche.
I mean, I think it would.
Why don't you try making it then?
Um, I've never made quiche.
Well,
Have I?
you can try, I guess, but I'm going to be hesitantly say that it probably won't taste great.
Um, right, because you don't like sardine.
Yes.
I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Or some tuna.
Tuna would be
Yeah.
probably tuna is good. Tuna is probably the we should do a fish tier list. Fish edible fish
What?
a fish tier list. A fish tier list of the fish that are very delicious from sardine all the way in F tier and tuna all the way up in S tier.
I mean, would tuna really be in S?
Yes. Tuna is
Hmm.
not bad. Maybe it's oversaturated, I guess, because it's so common everywhere. I guess salmon is also another good one,
Chris is
along with
one of the people who
mackerel.
says salmon.
Salmon,
You pronounce the
salmon,
L.
Solomon, you know,
I
yeah.
see.
Look, tomato, okay? Don't criticize me on salmon or salmon, whatever. They're both, they're both, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, but yeah, where would tilapia go?
Oh my gosh. It wouldn't make the
Should we
list.
talk about, yes, let's talk about tilapia right now. And
No.
no, let's talk about the fish that are raised in the farms and how you can clearly tell the huge difference in taste between fish that are caught in the wild and fish that are farm raised.
From what I know, there are no wild tilapia.
No, especially the ones that are sold here. So yeah.
And if there are, people have not been eating them.
And the tilapia, we realize it in you can definitely tell the fish is a farm raised fish.
Yes, the tilapia you buy in stores has this
Taste.
it has like a metal kind of taste and chemically as well.
Yeah.
It's like
Whatever they're using,
metal chemical. I don't know how to explain that anymore, but
yeah.
it tastes like those two things.
I think it is a mix of whatever they feed the damn things and whatever they do in the process to keep the fish inside the packaging for a while. Because it is not an appetizing thing to eat, I find. It's just not good. It's
Yeah.
bland as hell. Like,
Well,
I've never
I
tasted
don't
something
think that
so.
it's necessarily
I
bland.
don't find it delicious.
You can flavor it,
Mm-hmm.
but of course, that taste that it naturally has doesn't seem to go away though.
Yeah, maybe it's just.
It's lived its whole life tasting metal chemically. Metal chemical. How else can I describe that?
It just doesn't taste good.
It doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's only tilapia too that I find of most other like
Well,
fish
we
and things.
haven't had any other
Things
like
that we know are farm
farm
raised. I'm
raised
pretty sure we have,
weird
but I haven't.
things.
It's only tilapia, no matter the brand or whatever. That is just like something's wrong with that fish. It's like it's cursed or something. I don't know. It just doesn't taste right. Like it's edible. It just doesn't taste right. You
I
know?
don't ever really want to hear about tilapia for the rest of my life. You know, like what is that thing? Hominy. Now this is a
Oh
totally different world,
God! Don't
but I
even.
do not like hominy.
That's so gross. Wait, am I thinking is the right thing? That circly like.
It's fake corn.
Oh God! Yeah, I remember we had that once, and it
It's
just.
the, oh, I'm going to buy corn, and I accidentally pick it up and realize, hey, it's hominy. And it's like, this should work.
Oh
Item.
God!
That's
Hominy is
it. And you
disgusting.
realize how bad hominy
It's
is.
so. Number one, what is the water that it was in or whatever? It's just.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
It just does not taste good.
You're right.
It was so disgusting. Like,
It was.
oh my God! I know that taste is one of those subjective things, but
No. I think
Jesus.
hominy is the thing that ruins dishes. You know how you go into like other people's countries and they offer you food and you're supposed to eat.
I ain't
If harmony
supposed
was
to
one of
eat.
those things, I'd be, you know how they say they kill you if you don't, if you don't take it.
I don't know
Well,
about
my life
that.
might be over because I can't harmony. Okay?
You'd think they named it better too. It sounds like a nice dish or something, but God, it was awful.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, so like that, I don't want to hear about tilapia or hominy for the rest of my life.
Something that I guess is that I don't like, plus kind of have taste better versions of it. I guess it's hummus.
So hummus is one of those
Is
things
I
that
guess it's either brand or
people
type or thing.
make,
Yeah.
and it really is gonna taste different based on who makes it, I think.
Yes, I
That's what
believe
I
so.
found.
Because I find some of the store-bought ones are okay, but at the same time, not what
Yeah.
I something that I'm going to be into. I know a friend who was like possible putting it on toast, putting it on top of food, and I tried it and I was like, I'm
You
not
can do
putting
all of
this
those things.
on anything. This tastes terrible.
I've put it into my stews before, actually.
Probably good in there, I
Yeah.
guess, where you can't taste it.
Well, I'm sure that you actually tasted it and you were like, what is that? This. And then I didn't tell you, though.
But it was buried with everything else.
No, not really. It was
Oh.
there.
Oh, so you've been poisoning me with
It's not
hummus.
poison. Be quiet.
Okay. Like I said, some things definitely taste better when they're incorporated into other dishes,
Yeah.
but having them by themselves or like spreads like hummus and thing, definitely not my biggest fan of anything like that of that sort. Um, Something that someone told me about that they like to do is cornflakes and cheese.
Oh. I
This
have not tried this, but I think that the cheese would have to be melted, you know, like on
I
nachos, don't you think?
I tried it. I get what they were going for, what they suggested. It's like because they just eat it like a snack. But yeah, maybe slightly melted, but at the same time, cornflakes and cheese is just a weird
Okay, so
combination for
cheese
me.
is not cheese. Cornflakes are really just small chips.
Corn chips,
Exactly.
but not chips.
Exactly.
They're flakes.
But they're
I know
small
what you mean. Yeah,
chips.
yeah, yeah.
Okay? It can work
It
because
can work.
cornflakes don't have to be in a sweet medium.
Mm-hmm.
They can be savory.
Maybe
But
in
I'm
a
saying,
cheese soup
or something.
or like
I
nachos, like you
think
said.
that little snack would taste better if the cheese was melted, not just like grated on top.
Maybe do like a cornflakes crush up bar and then sprinkle cheese on it and then just like eat it like that.
Yeah. Or some kind of something where you roll the cheese into the cornflakes
Oh, so you have some
after crushing
naan,
it up.
have some naan, crush up some cornflakes on the naan, then put the cheese on top, then roll it like a tortilla and then like eat it.
What?
So you have the naan, you
Uh-huh.
put the cornflakes on the naan,
Uh-huh.
and then you put the cheese on top of the cornflakes.
Okay, but why do I need the cornflakes in that setting?
I mean, I don't know.
Because cheese, the melted cheese in the naan would taste just great all alone.
That is true. You added the cornflakes because
I've
you
had
wanted
that
to have
actually
some.
with the naan that you made. I put on the cheese and I sprinkle on the black pepper and some garlic powder and I melted it.
Yeah,
Like
this is pretty
on
good.
melted toast, but it
Ooh,
was amazing.
talking about garlic, something that I really like is garlic butter.
Yo, my goodness. I was talking to mom about this as well. She was telling me to make the garlic
You
butter and
can.
was like,
It's a
girl,
process though.
I'm not making it. I hear you. Good idea. Great suggestion. But I'm not going to make it.
Garlic butter is great.
But then it got me thinking
About
that since I have you and I have craved the garlic butter for such a long time. Maybe we should try making it.
Yeah, because some of the brands aren't, I guess, I would say not strong enough.
Are there brands?
Yeah, there's garlic butter brands, but some of them aren't
know.
strong enough in my opinion. And then I find myself having to do my own garlic on it or whatnot.
I feel like it won't taste good if we do it.
You know what's really good though that I find?
What?
What I do is I take 2 pieces of bread, put butter on one, put peanut butter on the other, put them together, and then put them in the toaster oven.
Wait, what? Say that again. What is it that you put on the other side?
I put butter on one slice of bread and peanut butter on another slice of bread. Put it together and then toast it in the toaster oven.
Okay, so I too have many variations of this same thing.
Also, maybe put a banana in between it and toast it again.
So what I like to do is I'll put butter on one side and then I'll put jelly or marmalade on the other side and toast it.
Yes.
Or I know you don't like this combination, but specifically the marmalade, we buy orange marmalade. Yes, that's like that's our thing.
That's our go-to.
Yeah. So I put orange marmalade on one side and I put the peanut butter on the other side. And that, I think that is just great.
I don't know. Something about the butter, the niceness of the creaminess of the butter alongside with the peanut butter is really, really good.
Have you had the butter alongside the marmalade?
No.
Or any jelly?
No.
Because that
butter and
is what's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Butter and jelly, yeah, definitely have that.
It has an enhanced,
yeah,
I think,
it's
tanginess.
Definitely enhanced. The butter definitely enhances the whole flavor and taste. And I just like, I prefer those type of sandwiches kind of hot.
Yeah.
You know, which was my issue when I was a kid and I would take sandwiches to school, and by the time you get to school and lunchtime comes around, it's like not exactly.
Let me tell you what's a mistake. PB&J is a mistake to take to school. It doesn't taste the same fresh.
You mean, yeah, that's true.
It doesn't taste the same fresh and it doesn't taste the same hot. When it's hot or it's fresh, it's okay.
Yes.
But, you know, hours of just sitting there, being together, it gets weird.
Yes, it gets weird.
And then it's like...
It doesn't taste good.
I mean, it's still PB&J, but it's odd.
It's just not... It's not when you have it there in the moment.
Yeah.
It's just... food, man.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah. That should be all about food.
For today?
Yeah.
We should do another thing where we talk about certain foods that we like a lot. We'll be devoting again. That's what this whole podcast was today.
Well, it's not that we talked about all the foods that we like. There's so much more things that we like.
That is true.
I could talk about lunch and meat.
Ooh. That ice cream that you made, that banana ice cream was fantastic.
It was banana nut. Banana nut. You know what I want to make? I want to make rum and raisins.
That would be fantastic.
And I'm going to do it.
What type of rum are you going to use?
It doesn't matter what type of rum I'm going to use because I don't have rum money. Anyway. So that's ahead of the game. But I'll get there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how it's going to work, but yeah. Anyhow.
Okay.
That's it from us, Internet.
Yes, Internet, that's it from us. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a lovely night.
Good night, everyone.